Let's kick it off with a slasher sequel, actually. And this is Nobody Dies in the Woods Tonight 2, which is we reviewed the first one a couple years ago, I think.
Last year.
Last year, okay.
Yeah, it was last year.
So, all right, well, we're video era then. And this is a Polish horror film from director Bartosz M. Kowalski. And I do apologize on any actor names because I swear that's like one of the hardest names to get down. But all right, so
what is the name? Is it Nobody or No One Sleeps in the Woods? I can't remember.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Sleeps
Thank you.
in the woods tonight.
I was going to show the graphic to help, but
I can't read that shit.
Cool. So in this one, when something horrible happens to the only survivor of a bloody massacre, an insecure rookie cop must overcome his fears to stop further carnage. All right. So needless to say, you do have to see the first one because it picks up right after that leaves off. So, I mean, you can sort of, I guess, watch this first, but you want to see the first one.
Yeah.
So, well, Pugs, I'll tag you in first. What did you think of Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight, too? Because if I remember, I think you were a pretty big fan of the first one.
I liked the first one a lot. And this one doesn't quite get up there with the first one. Because, this is not the story I think should have been told. Or, I don't know. It's just, they went in a different direction. I'm like, oh, that's fine and cool. But the other place was way, way more badass. But I still had a good time watching this. The gore is there. The kills are pretty cool. Nothing stood out like last time. But yeah, I like the killers. I don't want to get too spoilery. I missed the killers we were hanging out with the first go around. This time, it was cool, but not as cool as I'd hoped. And the cop, I kind of liked that how he was kind of a little weenie.
Yeah.
And because he made it, Dan, I think you would identify with him because he's like that one dude you like in Night Living Dead. He's kind of a pussy but a survivor. Bob or whatever. Cooper. Yeah, he's
Cooper.
Very Cooper. Yeah, little bitch.
Cooper wasn't a bitch. He just
my god. Well, look we're getting it from.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I
they
figured
would have been better off if they listened to Cooper.
No,
but you can't recognize that he was a bitch. This is the problem with Dan.
Okay,
he was an asshole, not a bitch.
No, he was.
He was a bitch. He was a fucking bitch.
Weigh in, guys. Was Cooper a bitch? I don't think.
Yeah. Weigh in. Let's see what this falls.
Bitch. Jay Ghost. Come on, Cooper wasn't a bitch. Asshole.
Cooper
yes.
Was a little poussoir. And anyway, then that's French for pussy, Dan. He's a fucking weenie.
Dan says, "Fuck the women and children first." That's the way I roll.
But anyway, that was a nice trait to watch with this guy because anyway, it was easy to root for. But yeah, this is not the story I would have told for the sequel, but I had fun with it. It's not great though, so I'm a little let down.
It gets kind of as crazy as they can get with it in terms of. Yeah, but although the first film was pretty nuts.
If they would have just stuck with fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum, they escape and they start fucking shit up, I think I would like that a lot more.
Yeah, the twins are not heavily utilized in this.
No, this is a slight spoiler. Them sitting in the jail cell cracked me the fuck up. Is that like Andy Griffith?
How did Andy Griffith take them in?
And they're just that should crack me up. But what about you, Dan? Did you like it?
Yeah, I had fun. I mean, this is a really wild film, and then it switches to a POV of the monsters, and I kind of dug that. I kind of got Joss Whedon kind of vibes with some of the dialogue.
Oh, the cast was abused? That sucks.
I was gonna say
nobody was abused, as far as I know. Maybe
it's Poland. They have a different set of rules.
They might have smacked some people around on set. I don't know, but I liked it. I did get heavy Whedon vibes. Like I said, once it switches, not to give too much away, but once it switches to that point of view, yeah, there's there's kind of a gross sex scene in this one.
I appreciated that actually. That was cool.
Caught me off guard a little bit. They didn't really go for titillation or anything. I mean, the boobs were misshapen and
look.
gross.
There's a shoe size out there for everyone. I'm sure someone's like, "Oh, that's my shit."
Now watch the actress. That might have just been like her normal boobs, and now I'm gonna get canceled for saying they were misshapen. But they were different. They were unique. I'll put it that way. The effects were all pretty good. Kind of a mixture of CG and practical gore, much like I remember the first one being. I enjoyed it. It didn't feel like a Netflix horror film.
Well, it's really not. It's
acquired, right? Like,
yeah, it's when they picked up from Poland, so it's a little different.
Yeah, that's a good thing, because if you go back to some previous shows, I haven't reviewed a lot very positively lately, but
that's not just Netflix, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been one
grumpy old man.
There's gonna be some things I like tonight, I promise.
Oh, I guarantee it. I'll be shocked. I'm actually gonna fuck you up if you don't.
I was gonna say, if not, it's Dan's last night.
I'm curious.
His opinion is shocked.
I put in my 2 weeks 2 weeks ago. So let's see if I just take it back.
I'm curious to see which one you're gonna die on the hill over, though. But we'll see. But yeah, no, the dialogue was funny. That argument over HIV and Nazis. And I laughed quite a few times. It's a ride. And I think if you enjoy the first one, you'll enjoy this too. I do, like you, though, favor the first one just a little bit. Maybe this just got a little too out there. But Todd, what did you think?
Yeah, I think it did get a little too out there. While I was entertained, it left me wanting, the first one and what we explored in that. It's still more hit than a miss, but yeah, the first one was way better in my opinion.
Okay, not to cut you off, but we have people weighing in on Cooper. Jay does not think Cooper was a bitch.
Jay is wrong.
No, he's not. He wasn't. I said he was an asshole, but if they had listened to him, I'm not trying to say he was a good guy.
Hold on. Pugs, look who you're surveying. Just let it go. You're right.
I have people.
You pussy, stay down in the cellar. We'll take care of it and hope we make it to the night. We could have used your help.
Now, Ben Grimm does say Cooper was a bitch, so it's 1-1.
Well, Ben's a smart man. Sorry, Jay.
Still like you. Hope you survive the zombie apocalypse.
But all right.
Well, to be fair, both their plans didn't work in the end. Spoiler.
Yeah, an extra set of hands, an extra set of man hands would have been nice, though.
So yeah, and I think also too, once you get to the ending and they try and reel it back a little bit, it's harder to do that when you have gone a more goofy route. But nonetheless, I mean, and it looks like we might get more. So I still recommend this. It was a good time, good gory, fun time, and we'll go ahead and rate it. Pugs, what do you rate it?
I just checked the last one I gave a 5, so this is a way down there. I'm gonna rate this one a 3 out of 5.
Okay. I am also a 3 out of 5. How about you, Todd? I think it's above average, and it is fun. It will satisfy your gore fix and give you some laughs.
I have 2 ratings because one is mine and one's Kruger, so we'll have them for all night. So I am a 3. To no one's surprise, Kruger was not as high. He's a 1 out of 5.
I figured he'd go in with super expectations because the last time was fucking awesome, and this is just kind of a wet fart. Not a wet fart.
Well, that's why it's above average. It's not a wet fart.
True, but when you have that first one, that could be on us though for expecting more.
And we could be getting to cooler shit too, because again, it seems like we'll get another one. I thought Kruger would actually be a little higher on this, but there we go.